Mother.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Vision Custom Automotive YouTube channel, or VCAuto channel. Today we are in the shop and I wanted to bring you in here. I wanted to kind of show you the shop. This is the VCAuto shop. This is where I'm going to be working on everything. And I also wanted to reveal the first project car that will be pumped out of the VCAuto shop. Now I say reveal because most people probably already know based on my shorts, my other social medias, or even if you know me personally and follow the channel, you're going to probably know what car this is. It is not truly a mystery. I did want to basically introduce the car to the channel and then kind of go over what the plan is moving forward with it. This channel is meant to introduce you to project cars that I'm going to be tearing down and turning into really nice pieces of machinery. Now, don't mind the shop. It is quite a bit of mess right now as I do detailing for my business and I have stuff scattered about. I also have stuff scattered about out over here for storage. The shop still is in the process of getting wired up for electricity in here, so that way I have lights and I'll have outlets and everything so I can actually do work. And I'm also looking into getting insulation, spray foam insulation in here, and then getting it climate controlled so that way in the Texas heat in the summers, I can actually work and not be drenched in sweat. All right, let's get the shop opened up here and ta-da! I know, kind of a not humongous reveal, but this is the car that I'm going to be working on, starting on first here on the Vision Custom Automotive YouTube channel and in the shop. This is my 1994 Ford Mustang GT. This car, I've had it for almost 10 years now, and truthfully, I have not been able to do much to it. As you can see, the car, the way it sits, the battery is just kind of strapped in here, sitting in here because the battery tray was rusted out and everything was loose. So I took it out and I was going to do a battery relocation to the very back to the trunk. Then I just decided, you know what? At that point, I might as well start going all in. If you follow my shorts, I have gone through a little bit of a tutorial, I guess you could say, on diagnostics on this. It does have a cylinder one misfire. Haven't quite figured out what that is at this point. I know it's internal to the engine because it has spark, it has fuel. It's just not firing. So I know something's going on inside that cylinder. I have pulled the spark plugs, compared them. The cylinder is getting wet with fuel, and it is fuel. The next step, logical steps, would be to do a compression and leak down test. I don't know if I want to do that though. Let's talk about the car a little bit. This car, when I got it from my dad. I purchased it from him. He bought the car from another guy who got it from a kid who had this engine built to be able to handle boost, supposedly. I have no proof of this. I have no idea who built this engine, what they put in it internally, or even if they truly actually did anything to it internally except for clean it up a little bit and put it back together. I have no idea. Now, when I got the car, it wasn't running right at all. It had a cracked bell housing, it needed a new transmission, and it wasn't running right. I spent quite a bit of time getting the transmission installed, a brand new one, with a QuickTime bell housing and a new clutch. I got the transmission into the car with the new bell housing, got everything working correctly as far as that goes, so the car was drivable. Then I had to start figuring out what was wrong with the misfire. It led me to, there's an internal issue within this engine. The reason why I'm debating on whether or not to continue with the diagnostics and do the compression test and the leak down test, I don't know if I really want to bother with that. One way or the other, the engine's got to come out of the car. Maybe while I'm in the process of taking the engine out of the car, I decide to finish the diagnostics real quick and figure out what's wrong. That way, maybe I can sell the engine. As you can see, this car is extremely filthy right now, so we got to get it cleaned up. It's got dirt and dust all over it from sitting. The car still starts and runs. So at this point, I'm at the crossroads on deciding what I want to do with this car. Now, do I take this engine out, rebuild it, just put it back in with the Vortec ProCharger supercharger that's already in there? Probably not gonna do that. Reason being, I want more power. These 302s are great. You're lucky if you can squeeze maybe 450 out of them before you start really running into issues with them trying to blow up. I know there's people out there that have squeezed a little bit more out of them. I wanna see north of 600 horse out of this car, at minimum. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to change out the powertrain. Now lies the decision on which direction I go. I have been back and forth on this. It also depends on entirely how I want to build the rest of this car. Do I want to gut the inside out and turn it into a complete and utter race car? Or do I want to go a little bit more towards keep it streetable, keep it a nice clean driver, but still has a lot of power to play with. That's also another reason why I chose this car. For one, I truly do want a Fox body Mustang, but those are getting so expensive and hard to find that aren't completely garbage. Two, I have always kind of wanted an SN95 to build, and yes, this is not a Fox body, so anyone in the comments that tries to tell me it's a Fox body, it's not a Fox body. This is an SN95. It is a totally different body style, totally different car. One of the big reasons why I struggle with deciding what to do with this car is because so far the inside of it, it's dirty, but it's in really good shape. There isn't a whole lot wrong with it. The interior's in great shape, it needs cleaned, but it also just depends entirely on what I want to drive. I really do want a driver. I want something that I can enjoy and is not just a track car where I have to trailer it all around. Overall, I know it needs a new powertrain. I haven't decided quite on what I'm gonna do yet. I could do the tried and true Coyote swap like everybody else does, but I'm kind of leaning away from that just because it is so popular and I want to do something a little different. If I'm not going to do the Coyote swap, what do? I have a couple of different options picked out. I can go with Barra inline six. I can get that. That's the Australian inline six. And we can put that in there because it's totally different. You don't see a lot of them over here in the States. Or I could get the Godzilla 7.3 gas engine from Ford and put that in there. The only reason I'm leaning away from the Barra is because I am a huge V8 person. I love a V8. I love the throatiness. I love the feel of it. I love driving this. So I am more than likely gonna end up doing a V8 in this. Now, I'm not completely throwing the Coyote out the window. If I actually break everything down and determine that that's gonna be the best route, then that's what I'll do. But truly what I need to do is I need to get into the car, I need to start taking it apart and really get a feel for what's wrong with it, what all I need to do, what I wanna do, and then I'm gonna decide a direction on this build. That's not your traditional way of building a car. I understand that. Overall, guys, I know that was a very short video. I did wanna just introduce you to the new build for the shop, the very first one. I did wanna reintroduce you to the VCAuto shop. There's gonna be a whole lot more content coming out here soon. Other projects lined up already to be brought in and looked at. I am super excited to get this going. Next video is gonna be me tearing into this car and really getting into it. We're gonna start by taking out the Pro Charger, Supercharger. If you wanna argue that in the comments, to me it's a Pro Charger. Getting the top side all disassembled so that way we can get it ready to take out. I may decide to do the compression and leak down test. I'm not sure yet. If you guys wanna see more of this build, definitely make sure you hit that like button, tap the subscribe button. I will be uploading once a week, updating this build and updating with VCAuto. Keep an eye on the shorts and we'll catch you in the next video.